So if we had a car that was traveling at 75 miles per hour, we could express this with the linear equation of d equals 75h, where 75 is the constant rate of change, d is the total distance traveled, and h is the number of hours the car has been running. So, how many miles can you travel on a full tank of gas? Well, with our car, you have a 12-gallon tank, and you can travel at 25 miles per gallon. Therefore, we can set up the linear equation of d equals 25g, where d is the distance and g is the total gallons. So with my 12-gallon tank, I can travel 300 miles on a full tank of gas. So how much does gas cost? A linear equation can give us the answer. So if each gallon of gas costs $4 and your car needs 12 gallons, we can set up a linear equation to find out how much your gas will cost. So C equals $4 times G, where C is the cost, G is the amount of gallons. With a 12-gallon tank, I can put that in for G and solve, and therefore my cost for a full tank of gas is $48. So now it's the summer. What are we going to do with our time? I think it's time that we go on a road trip. So if each day I have a 60-mile journey, how much gas will I need? A linear equation can solve this. So I have d equals 25g, where d is the distance and g is the amount of gallons. So if I'm going 60 miles equals 25g, and I solve for my g, therefore I get that I'm using 2.4 gallons for each 60-day journey. So if each gallon of gas costs $40 and your car needs 2.4 gallons per trip, we can set up the linear equation of C equals 40G, where C is the total cost and G is the amount of gallons. So if I need 2.4 for each of my trip, I plug that in for G, and I find that my cost is $96. Therefore, if I'm traveling 60 miles per day, the total cost, or the average rate of change, will be $96 per day. But wait, we're forgetting. That's just my average rate of change. We also have what are fixed costs. So a linear equation is consistent rate of change plus my fixed costs. So my fixed cost was before I started on my road trip. I had to purchase my motorcycle for $2,000. Therefore, my linear equation is C equals my constant rate of change plus my fixed cost. Therefore, I have C equals 96D plus 2,000. So before hitting the road, I'm able to use my linear equation to factor in just how much each day of travel is going to cost me. And I can use a linear table to display each day by day and how much money I'm spending total. By using the linear equation, C equals 96D plus 2,000, I can create a table to show my expenses per day. So if the second leg of my trip was 7 days long, I can use my linear equation to find out just how much my expenses were. So I have C equals 96D plus 2,000. So I plug in my 7 for my D for days and solve for C. So I do 96 times 7 plus 2,000, and I find out my total cost for 7 days of travel was $2,672.